So, one thing that is pretty awesome to be able to do is celebrate your spouse. And I'm sure that a lot of you watching have a spouse, and I'm sure that a lot of you very much love your spouses. For me, my wife Jenna is absolutely a phenomenal woman inside of business, inside of our marriage, as a friend, as the best friend that I've ever had, but also just a really excellent person to be able to do business with. And part of that is that I've seen her career over 15 years of starting the company with just ridiculously high integrity and delivering a premium result and being able to navigate the world of design and the communications between construction management, superintendent, and estimators. And from a men's world, in the world of development, there's a lot of more men than women in the development, especially who are making decisions and wanting to get things done. Not that women can't do it, but just that most of the developers that are out there taking those big risks are driven men between 30 and 70. And so one of the things that I really want to promote is my wife and her design ability services. So what she's really been able to do since she's resigned from Carrington after 15 years of doing phenomenal work, if you look back in the history books of anything Carrington's done, 9 times out of 10 the designs are hers, and she's just really excellent at what she does. All the show homes here in Trailhead, up in Kelowna. She's done multifamily all over the place, back in Edmonton and Kelowna, like Block 20 townhomes and a bunch of other projects here in Kelowna. But the big thing is that she understands the construction process, and she knows how to communicate with men and how to accomplish a goal and be very outcome focused when it comes to what is the goal of the project, and obviously understanding timelines and budgets and restraints, and obviously keeping an eye on things for vertically integrating the design and the hard elements into the soft elements and the staging into the visuals, and really being able to provide excellence in customer service, because that's really what sells projects, is the surety and certainty that the person who's going to buy the property is also going to be able to have something that most people don't have, which is access to an interior designer after they take possession to help them with the overall designs of their home. Now, these are different tasks that potentially could be given as a bonus to early stage buyers or any buyer, that they get a certain set amount of time with a woman like Jenna to be able to walk through on the design aspect after the home is purchased. So to pick paints and colors and stuff like that you're going to change after. Maybe you're not going to offer customizations in your development for wall colors, but being able to do wall details, to be able to pick different carpets, to be able to pick different lamp shades, to couches, to furniture, to knickknacks and artwork and different things like that, and really setting up the space, adding those services and seeing your show homes. I mean, if you haven't seen them, go to Trailhead if you're in Kelowna and go and check out the Carrington show homes. They're phenomenal. They're so well done and very exquisite, because they are full enough to feel, the function and the beauty of what a home could actually feel like. And they're not bare where there's only one couch in a giant room, or a single bed in a giant room and stuff like that. So now that she's going out on her own, she's a hired gun, like many of you might be, and she's offering design services through Isaby Interiors here in Kelowna, and mainly focusing in the multifamily world. So people who are driven to get an outcome. Now, she can obviously do all the custom homes and that stuff too, and she has a passion for that, but there are very few, in my experience of being a developer and working on projects for the last 15 years, there are very few interior designers who really understand how to create construction ease, how to communicate with excellence, and how to work within an ecosystem of men where the communication, the details, and the clarities between the design and the vision need to be done really well, while also understanding, how to create an environment where, you're not butting heads with the superintendent or the trades or the suppliers, and you're not necessarily just focused on making an homage to yourself as a designer. You're focused on the outcome. So I'm really excited to be able to promote my wife now that she's a hired gun. She's free to do all the stuff that she wanted to do but never did while she was working for Carrington over 15 years, because she's really focused on integrity, she's focused on communication, she's focused on design outcomes, and really vertically integrating into the entire project, collaborating with architects and engineers, the owner, the trades on site, the cabinet suppliers, the flooring suppliers, and really building high trust relationships and really delivering innovative concepts and having the ability to execute them on the front end. So if you haven't checked her out, I'm going to put her contact info below. You can check her out on LinkedIn. You can reach out to her. And if you're a developer looking to create a deal with it, it's going to be able to sell, and you're going to be able to create that environment of construction ease and project success certainty from a design perspective, and you need someone who has been there, done that, and been doing it for 15 years and has a history of excellence, I would really invite you to consider checking out her contact info and getting a hold of her directly on LinkedIn or through her email.